First things first, I just want to say God is my everything, and without
Mhm.
God, I would be nothing. Fuck you, Carlos.
This nigga, bro, why you be going in on him?
Listen, now I'm just trolling. It's jokes. It's always been jokes. And if he takes it
Yeah,
serious, he knows how I am. If he want to take it serious, that's fine. He want to be in his feelings. And you see, he ain't even
he
respond to
probably
my.
not taking it serious.
Nah, he in his feelings. He forwarded me the voicemail. He ain't respond to my text. But it is what it is, man. He gonna be in his feelings. Hey, but welcome to another episode of 21 Skunk Podcast. You know, we on the corner of
Yeah,
give it to him and they don't
what
want
up,
it.
what up, what up?
Right now,
Dang,
I think Carlos stole Tyler and ran off to start their own podcast.
dang.
Yep, I think it's gonna. I think he says it's gonna be called Two Piece and a Biscuit, but it's neither here nor there.
That's a good one. I like that. He said two peas in the biscuit.
Yeah, man, we got. Unfortunately, he gonna know him. He gonna show up late, and I got other stuff to do. Like edit, and I still got other stuff to handle. But let's get down to it. We already got it knocked out a little bit. Oh, wait, is that fat? Is that fat of me to put a fork in my mouth? Whatever, it's cool.
No, it is not, bro. It's just eating food.
This ain't no
Yeah, it
mukbang.
is.
This ain't no
Did you
mukbang.
hold it like this? Like that?
Yeah, I didn't want to put it on the floor without putting a napkin on it with my food in the oven.
Oh, yeah. That's not fat because, like, bro, you in a truck, so you got to do that. You ain't try to put it on your, like, armrest so you, like, you know, where the germs could be at.
And some obese woman's talking about, no, honey, it's not fat. And there's some skinny girl like, nigga, that's fat as hell, bro. Wait till you get off the camera. But it is what it is.
You know, a skinny hoe, no matter what. My bad, skinny girls.
Yeah, we got to keep
What
this
you
thing.
say?
All right, so check this
Keep
out,
it
right?
PG.
So I want you to check these stats out.
What's up?
I thought I did this wrong. All right, so quarterback. This is quarterback A. 29 touchdowns and 6 interceptions with 4,029. My fault. 4,279 yards with a QBR of 86. All right, you got that?
Said QB won 4,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks.
29-6.
29-6. Oof, that's not too bad. That's a good ratio.
Okay, and then quarterback B is another 41,000, but this one has 37 tuds and 10 ints with a QBR of 75.
Mm-hmm.
Who you taking?
Who I'm taking?
A or B?
I really feel like B is Joe Burrow, so I might go with B. Actually, no, I'm going with A because A is Pat Mahomes. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so again, A is 42.79, 29 tuds, and 6 with a QBR of 86.
Good.
And
that's good. That's a really
again. All right, now QBB is 41.34 with 37 tuds and 10 ints. QBR of 75.
So basically, popping what 9 more touchdowns with 4 more interceptions. Give me QBA.
You want A?
Take out the names and stuff. Well, is there any rushing stats included?
Let's find out. Let's see if I took that information in.
If it's not no rushing stats between them, I'm going QBA. QBB got more touchdowns, but he's got more interceptions too. And you know, nowadays interception can really lose you a game. If you throw one at any time, it can come back to haunt you.
Okay. All right, now QB, they're both 6'2", so it don't really matter about height. So you want A?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with A.
All right, so my boy, you standing on the ground that you cemented, boy. You chose Jackson Dart, and it's 29 tuds over Shador's 37 tuds.
Oh snap! You went college stats. Okay. I was going NFL backs.
Do you not go? Do you not run through the college
I looked
stats
at
before?
the stats, but I don't know why it threw me off. I thought you was talking straight NFL. Then I didn't even think college at all. That was again, you. Sorry, Itachi. That was close.
Man. Hey man, ain't no Corey and I over here, bro. Don't be doing me, cuz. Don't be
But
doing
really,
me.
what separates QBR, honestly.
The QBRs do have it off. I don't even know what I don't even know. Cats run by QBR. I guess it's a whole math problem that I can't figure out. I won't even take the time to figure out.
It's kind of confusing because QBR ain't supposed to be based on passing, rushing, decision making, what actually happened and stuff, or
I
something like that.
can't tell you. Don't know.
That's why I really don't understand QBR. That's what I've seen people say it's a false stat because it's also like they say it's a stat that basically bases it off it, but who's basing it?
Exactly. Uh huh. All
So it's
right.
also like,
Yeah. I mean, other than the tuds and ints, I take a look at the completion percentage, and those are the only things that really matter to me. Everything else, if you can scramble, because most quarterbacks have wheels, they just not. They don't, as long as you can get the first down, it don't matter.
yeah, yeah. I mean, most quarterbacks ain't gonna be like a Lamar or Jaden Daniels where their legs can change the game for you. Some of them use it as like a last resort. They can do it. Some of them just don't like to do it, but can kind of do it. You know what I mean? But nowadays, I mean, every quarterback is mobile nowadays. This isn't the early 2000s
Not the way you,
with
not the
Rich
way you,
Gannon and all that.
not the way you was talking about the Alabama quarterback. What's his name?
Jalen Miro,
Yeah,
hey,
little
he
guy.
got them burners. He got burners. Hey, they've been saying this still has been linked to him too. They
Damn.
saying that we've been taking him out to dinner. We keep going to all his workouts, and that we're really connected to him. That they talking about we might take him in the first round.
Yeah,
I'm
third.
so serious.
He jumped up from the third round to the second round. Y'all gonna take him in the first. Do what you got to do.
Hey, no lie, I wouldn't be surprised by the Steelers reaching. I really wouldn't. How desperate it is, especially with now. There's rumors about Aaron Rodgers not wanting to play football at all for 2025 and wait till next year.
I don't even know why people still want to bring him in. It's beyond me. I
Yeah,
don't
at
like.
this point, I mean, it ain't even that. It's because he's a media ringleader, but it's also just like, bro, do you want to play for us or not? If you don't want to play for us, please don't come. Please don't.
Arrogant. His attitude is too arrogant, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
He, don't get me wrong. He has the right to have like an I'm him kind of attitude, but like, bro, like you not the team. You have one ring, my guy.
and a bunch of. Didn't I tell you that
Like we
when
ain't
you?
gonna sit here and act like you got 2, 3, you got one. Well, it's not even that. Like it's just I feel like he doesn't want to play for us. If you don't want to play for us, do not force yourself to play for us. Just say I do not want to play for Pittsburgh. Just say that.
I
That's
also want.
okay.
I also want you to stand. I want you to stand on the square of. Hold on, I gotta pause
What?
it. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, I ain't want to. I ain't want to do my drop screen because I'm doing my thizzang, my thug thizzle. All right, so what y'all got
What was
going
you
on?
saying?
What y'all got going on this week? Nothing.
Me? Man, not
Yeah.
much. Just
What's the
work. I
What's
mean,
the
I've been working a lot.
funniest thing you seen?
Funniest thing I seen this week, I seen the manager walk out and said, "This effing place sucks. I hate this effing place. F this boss. He's gonna screw you guys over. F him." And then he
Yeah,
threw something and left.
yeah. In today's America, that's kind of attitude you can use to get a promotion.
Nah, they fired him. They walked him out the door.
Yeah. He ain't wanna.
That
He,
was funny. He
we ain't
was a
gonna
cool
hey,
dude, but
we ain't gonna say where it's at or nothing like that. But we gonna that's funny though. Uh,
he was a part of the LGBTQ community. He was homosexual and stuff.
that's kind of irrelevant. We gonna leave it at that. Remember, we're online.
No. It's not that it's relevant, but he always felt like they were slighting him on that. That's what I'm saying.
All of them. No, listen. So I had an ex, right? I had an ex, and she I said like when I had one. So I had an ex who was who don't mind getting down on the carpet, and
Mhm.
she out of nowhere she decides to get a second job. You know the Aries, they gotta get a second job because
Oh God,
they
that
gotta
Aries
do
story.
it, cause the money
Once you
comes
said
before
Aries, that told the
everything.
whole story
Hey,
right
but we're
there.
gonna leave. Hey, but we're gonna stop there so I keep the story going. Alright,
Okay.
so she works at Starbucks, probably the gayest place on earth. Say I'm lying.
This man said,
Say
Starbucks, you dealing with a Karen.
say I'm right. Say I'm
Yeah,
lying. Hey, anybody out
you
there say
dealing
I'm
with a
lying?
Karen.
I done
That's
been.
3 red flags right there.
Hey,
Like, whoa.
so she get so so she get a job at a Starbucks, and like she just working doing her thing, and then one day they get, I think they had a, she had a problem, not a problem, but she was just tired overworking herself, and they asked her what was going on. No, she one of the people who's like she plays by the rules, and when other people don't, it affects the way her work is. Instead of going along with everybody else's bad behavior, which is a good and a bad thing. So
Yeah.
she's not going on with the shenanigans that are already on the job, and they asked her what was going on. One gay dude just burst out saying, "I don't know. I think she's homophobic or something." And when she told me that, I started laughing. I'm like, they don't even know that you're on the same team as them.
Yeah.
They're just using that as a scapegoat.
They're
Now
just trying to hate.
Hey, being gay now is the new I'm black. That's like, say somebody's homophobic, like, no, I got somebody gay in my family. Don't see my cousin don't
That's
like,
the quickest
no,
card
no,
a mofo will
no,
pull out.
no, my hamster has a brother who's gay, not homophobic. Calm down, sir.
They do love to say that
Life,
nowadays.
life,
Quickest
life.
thing to say.
Y'all know how I am when I get in my moods, man. You be like, you homophobic, like, all right, now what? Okay.
Why are you so barbaric?
Hey, all right, what do you want me to do, bro? You want to get
But nah,
mad?
you definitely always been like that. You gonna say yeah,
All right, so wait.
just
Now
to
what?
make someone mad.
Yeah, I do. I am one of those trolls. Anyway, so let's get down
Uh,
to some of these
Pat, let me ask you a question real quick. You said earlier, when was it? Yesterday? You said that your Patriots receiver room is stacked. Who's about to make? I mean, I like the Stephon Diggs pick. I really do. And I know what's the other rookie receiver, Kayshawn Boutte. He was pretty good last year. I watched him a little bit.
Eh,
Who's gonna be that third one to make it stacked?
it's obvious.
Because I heard a lot of people have been flaming Jalen Pope or whatever his name is, Jalen.
Jalen Pope.
I heard a lot of people been flaming him.
Okay, so you are. I love. It's kind of wild when you get excited for a 30-year-old receiver with a torn ACL. It's kind of wild. Like, I mean, all of when the news broke, everybody's scrambling to whoever's live streaming the video, whoever's talking about it, everybody jumping in there. I'm seeing lives who are like 200-300 people at a time, jump up to like 1,000, jumping up to 2,500, and I'm
Eesh.
like my fault. I said 2,500, but well, you get what I'm saying. If you don't, figure it out. All right, so I do like the pickup because I mean, he's not who he used to be, but he's definitely a damn good number two. If you want to say that, he's our number one, but he's a hey. But I do like him and Booty. But like you got him, Booty, Bourne. We when players tear their ACLs, we don't give them grace like we used to. Like it's like you gotta come back, you gotta produce, or like it's still you still have that.
Yeah, or you're washed.
It's always a year after your ACL. No, it's 2 years after you tear your ACL and the surgery before you can get back to normal production. And obviously, and most people get back to at least 90% of production. So
Yeah.
Bourne coming back from ACL, this will be his second year, and then you have Diggs coming in off his ACL, and this is year one. Yeah, he's jogging and running and hitting breaks, but like. You wait till you put them pads on, and you wait till somebody's jamming you, and see if that ACL hold up.
Yeah.
But obviously,
You get,
go ahead.
go ahead.
And obviously, you want
Now I'm
to
about to say,
this guy.
go ahead.
Hey, come on, you got the antennas, bro. Come on, bro. Hey, so
Antenna.
you can call them whatever you want to call them.
These
But
Twizzlers. That's what I
hey,
call them, Twizzlers.
hey, I got you. So it's you also want to hope for the best on it. So I'm happy for the improvement. But now the question is, do you take a receiver? Because the room's already crowded. Who goes? I think Bourne goes because you don't want to give up on Demario Douglas. You don't want to give up on Moody. You don't want to give up on Jalen Pope. And you also want to give up on Javon Baker. But Javon Baker might be the one on the competing for a roster spot. Out of who's left, but then why not get rid of Bourne? Because it seems like Bourne seems to have a granted ACL. This is a year back. This is the second year coming back. He'll have a full year this year. So
Yeah.
it's so do you want to draft the receiver? And do you want to draft the receiver, or do you want to allow Javon Baker to develop or see what he can do in year two, or you want to hop out there and grab another receiver. Me personally, I'm still sold on Matthew Golden. I am now back on the Will Campbell train. All right, so if
But always D line.
right now I got to. So if Carter's on the board or Hunter's on the board, I don't give a damn. I'm taking Will Campbell. Patriots fans are always gonna clamor for the we gotta have the shiny thing, baby. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. Nah, hey, chill out. Go ahead and get Will Campbell. Build your line. Protect your investment. Protect your quarterback. That's priority number one. All right. If you want something flashy, get it in the second round, or get it in the third round. But right now it's
But you can't get if y'all want Hunter. Because don't y'all need a number 2 corner?
No, we don't. We brought in a corner. We brought in a number 1 corner to play number 2.
Really? I ain't know. I thought it was. I was saying if y'all get Hunter, y'all got another receiver and a corner right there. Because he says he wants to play both sides. Why not let him? It's gonna be hard in the NFL. I'm sorry, because you have to practice mostly at one position.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't play him at both sides because it don't really make sense to play Hunter on both sides. The talent difference and the talent gap between college and NFL are two totally different things.
Yeah, it's a different beast. It's a beast.
Can he play both? I'm sure he can. Can he play both ways? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. He wild.
It's gonna be tough in the NFL. That's why I was saying, like, bro, imagine having to go out there, get open against Jamar Chase, or I'm just putting it. If you're playing the Steelers, you gotta get open against Joey Porter, and then on the next night, you gotta guard George Pickens or DK, or some random that you don't know about who's fast as can be. You're gonna be gassed out.
Exactly. So it's kind of wild to look at it to try. He can try all he wants, and it's up to the coaches. Like if you want to play him in certain positions, he can do that as well. I'm not 100% for it, but if he wants to play receiver first half and he plays corner fourth quarter or vice versa, then that makes a little more sense. But full snaps, he's gonna have a short career.
Yeah, the body got to hold up, and like again, it's just hard. It's hard, like you said. That talent gap is not the same. It's not.
Definitely not.
You going against the best of the best who practice at their craft at one position. They are not distracted. They are feeding their families with it. They're not going to play with you.
Everybody trying to feed their families. So you got to get out there and play. You got to get out there and do your best. But you're gonna overwhelm yourself. Some people, let's say he does it. Mm-hmm. Like that's great. That's all. I'm all for it. You'd probably be the greatest two-way player. Well, Deion was a great two-way player, but you're probably one of the greatest two-way players. So you can always give it a try. It's just, what do you think? Now we brought in Carlton Davis, the third.
Oh yeah, that's a good pickup.
So
that's a good pickup.
Now let's say tackle wasn't a need, and we drafted Hunter. You got Travis Hunter, who doesn't have to play full on defense, and then he'll probably be our number 1 receiver. So he doesn't have to jump back and forth between defense. Unless we have because most teams don't typically have 3 receivers, so that you need to get your hands on the stop. So it's not that big of a jump. It's not that big of a jump to hop over there and put him on that guy. Like we have our corners. Like we got our all pro. So that's how I look at it.
No, I like Gonzalez. He's pretty. I don't know. I ain't know he was that fast, for real. Bro got speed.
You didn't.
He got speed for real. What I was watching him run with Tyreek.
What's wild is when you know that the Commanders passed up on Gonzalez to take another corner, who they ended up releasing just sometime the end of the year. They released him.
What's that dude? The dude who went to Mississippi State, right?
I don't know what his name is. He was one of those 50-50 corners that'll jump real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm trying to look him up because I don't want to give it
a ball something. I think it was something Banks or something like that.
Yeah, something. Let's see.
I remember seeing him beefing with George Pickens on Instagram. I remember seeing that. Like they was throwing shots or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when George Pickens played him this year, he was going crazy against him. He told him a new one this year. Only who knows who's gonna be throwing the ball this year.
You said you liked the Mason, didn't you? You said that, right?
Yeah, but I don't get me wrong. You need a backup because Mason has shown he ain't gonna stay healthy the whole year. He gets hurt.
Nah, you made it very clear you didn't want Shador.
Nah, I don't know. If we had a choice between Mason Rudolph and Shador, I'm going Mason Rudolph again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's gonna be he might be, but I just don't believe in Shador. I don't see it. If I can't trust you to win a college football division, how can I trust you to win the AFC North?
Hey, that corner they drafted before Gonzalez was Emmanuel Forbes.
That's who it was. Thought his name had an E in it. That's sad. First round corner drafted for all pro corner, the usual.
Yeah, so
about time Washington got lucky and found a quarterback though. Otherwise, they'd be pretty bad still.
They find quarterbacks. They just not healthy.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels better stay healthy. Hey, he's a baller. I like Jaden Daniels a lot.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. He's an actual baller.
He took him to the look. He's definitely a truck and not a trailer. Definitely a truck and not a trailer. All right, so let's see what. I can't check Tyler this because obviously he ain't here. He boycotting with Carlos.
Well, the boycott needs to end.
Nah, he'll be alright.
They on strike.
Strike from what? A business that y'all own? Alright.
No, I'm saying they just on strike. If you said they boycott, that's like a strike.
Bring him back. Bring back Carlos. Bring back Carlos. He can come back whenever he wants to.
But it's Carlos' decision to come back. You try to tell him he's welcome back.
He knows it. But we're gonna leave it at that. We ain't gonna speak on it.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, so do you want Rodgers or you don't want Rodgers?
I want Rodgers if Rodgers wants to be in Pittsburgh. If he don't want to come to the team, just don't come if you don't want to. You know how some people do something just to do something? Don't do that. Because if you don't want to be there, you're not going to do nothing. If you want to be there, come on. We'll gladly welcome you.
Right.
It's all about, basically what I'm saying is, if he wants to play and actually try to do something, please come to Pittsburgh because I know you have that kind of talent. I don't know if you have it like you did in your prime, but you will show flashes of it. Right. And come on, we building a little team. We just need a quarterback and some O-line and we good. And a little bit more defense. And we need to fill our defense a little more.
That is also true. Very much.
Because we need to build our. You said what?
That is very much true.
Yeah, we got to build at that cornerback spot still. Bill knows, though. It'll get figured out. Because, I mean, we did sign Darius Slay, you know. But it's also like we need someone younger, like in that slot position.
Okay, so you said for the Steelers, the worst rookie from last year was who?
Roman Wilson. I mean, I say, honestly, most of our rookies played decent, at least above average, besides Roman Wilson because he was obviously hurt the whole year. He didn't play.
Right.
But I feel like you're a third-round draft pick, bro. You got to get on that field, dog. You got to stay healthy, but I'm not going to blame him for that. You got injured.
Easier said than done.
But that's why if I had to say the most disappointing rookie because we didn't get to see him as a rookie. But if I had to say, we said what?
So he's the worst because he didn't play, or he was.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's the worst because he didn't play this year.
All right.
Because all the other rookies who played actually played pretty good. Like if you go look at the grades and all that, all of them got highly graded. From Zach Frazier to Peyton Wilson, even being the Bishop got a B+. Well,
Word.
CBS gave him a B.
Would be what?
CBS gave him a B plus rating because, if I'm right, he only started like 6 to 7 games, but in all 6 to 7 of those games, he had an interception except for 2 of them.
And the best rookie was Zach Frazier.
Oh, by far, yeah. We solidified the center position with him. He was consistent and only allowed like 1 or 2 sacks this year. I remember seeing. He started from game 1 to week 19 when we lost in the playoffs. He was actually a good spot of our goal line. He wasn't the absolute best, but to give up only 1 and 2, I want to say 1 sack, but it's probably like 2 or 3. But to give up only 1 sack and that many games as a rookie, oh yeah, you've got some talent. You got talent.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beanie Bishop, the reason I say like he gonna have that second year jump because he's gonna get more chances now. Because last year he was like, he wasn't looked at that much. He was, if I'm right, he was like a 6th round pick or undrafted, somewhere around there. So for him to just, actually come out there and play solid and do good against good receivers, oh yeah, because he was guarding Garrett Wilson when we played the Jets, and he picked up Aaron Rodgers twice in that game. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good to me.
Well, Zach Frazier is 29th when it comes to allowed sacks. He only got 1.
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
As a rookie who started his whole season, oh yeah, he balled.
2 hits allowed. So I can see what you're saying. I can see that. 5 penalties. That's not bad. And then you said, okay, so Benny Bishop, not only your favorite, but he's also gonna have a year. If he's your favorite, also he's gonna have the year 2 jump. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him logically having the best year 2 jump. Maybe Peyton Wilson might, because I was thinking because Peyton Wilson played pretty good too, but he also slacked off, and not slacked, but he got beaten zone a couple times from my memory. So I'm saying Beanie because again, if he makes that second year jump, he could definitely lock up the slot corner position for us for a few years to come. He's got talent. From what I saw, he's actually a smart football player. He wasn't just out there like a chicken with his head cut off. I mean, he was guarding Jamar Chase in the final week of the game. I mean, the final game of the year.
Yo, your boy got 4 INTs.
I don't know. If I'm right, he only started like 6 or 7 games. But he played in like 17. He played in all the games, but actually started where he was included in the lineup a lot. I want to say it was like, maybe it was less than half. I know for a fact.
30 solo tackles.
That's all right.
Big hits, cuz.
Big hits, cuz.
All right. And
but nah, the reason.
And rookie to regress is Ryan. Say his last name.
Ryan McCullum.
Yeah, that's your boy.
Yeah, I mean, the real reason he only started really because James Daniel got injured. I mean, maybe he's going to start this year at right guard. Maybe we believe in him and don't draft right guard, but we definitely need to draft him because he might get hurt. You never.
What round was he taking in?
Oh, maybe I think he was like a 5th rounder or a 4th rounder. No, let me look it up. I don't want to say that because I really don't remember. But I'm pretty sure he was a late pick too.
I mean, taking guards in the mid round is the way to go now.
Yeah, I mean that's where they're all coming from. That's where all the best of them are. Not the best, but a lot of good ones and solid ones that can get you to a big game.
Right.
Hold on, let me see. It's not even showing what round he was drafted in. Nah, this man, young as he could be. Oh, he wasn't even drafted by. He was a rookie. He wasn't even a rookie. I'm wrong. Dang, never mind.
So your favorite rookie from last.
He's not even a rookie though, Pat. I gotta change that.
No, that's cool. So, and your favorite rookie from last year was Xavier Worthy. I mean, whose was it?
Oh, you talking about offense? Oh yeah, because I watched him a lot at Texas. I watched him since like 2020, 2021.
Right.
Because the first I seen him play was against Oklahoma. And I remember on the first play of the game it was against Oklahoma. Yep, it was the Red River Shootout. The first play of the game, this man took a screen 80 yards to the house, burned everywhere. I was like, oh, this man is nasty. Then later on in that game, he did it again. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a truth. Ever since that game, I followed him.
Mhm.
And that was his freshman year. And he stayed, to his senior year?
Not a clue.
I can't remember, but I just know that he was Timothy in college. NFL, he got a long way to go and get away from them women that he dealing with.
Now, did you just put a defensive player here because you wanted him, or and you watched him, or you just put one there because I asked for one?
What, Quenya Mitchell?
Mm-hmm.
He was good. There's a reason he was supposed to go higher in the first round, but he was good. I started looking him up on the combine because I was like looking at cornerbacks because we definitely need a CB2. And then they looked at it. They was talking about him, and I looked him up, and pretty fast. I always like a fast corner. Same way I like Tariq Woolen. Fast corners, they can gain from depth from getting beat. They can easily recover.
Mm-hmm.
I love a fast corner. Same thing with Joe Alt too. That was the same thing. Like looking at the best lineman available because I knew we wasn't getting dude from Ohio State.
Got you. And Tyler's not here to defend his picks, but we got worst rookie is Chris Braswell. His best rookie is Bucky Irving. Rookie to
Bucky
regret.
hoop.
Who? He what?
Bucky Irving, he hoop.
I mean, most athletes hoop from time to time. Alright, so
No.
He good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. That's what I mean when I say that.
I know what you meant. I was just saying most players also play another sport in their free time other than just football. I got you though. Alright, so he and for rookies to regress, his favorite player, Bucky Irving. His second year jump is Tyke Smith. Favorite rookie draft. His favorite rookie from last year to keep an eye on was Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, who didn't? I mean, if you got a quarterback, you were like drooling over these receivers.
Yeah, there was a lot of good receivers come out last year.
A lot. And defensively, he wanted Brock Bowers, but I don't know why he put that. Brock Bowers is a tight end, right?
Yeah. All pro.
Okay, I'm tripping. All right, so who he wanted from the draft was Brock Bowers.
Oh, okay.
And then the players that he would trade out for who I don't know who they took. Or I don't know. He's not here to defend his pick. But who he would trade out for one of his picks would have been Dalvin Cook. But I mean, guess what does it matter if we don't know what that sucker would have picked? But I don't know. That's his job.
Who's Dalvin? Whoever it was.
Mm-hmm. I found him. Look it up.
Where your mom at? She in the kitchen?
Tell Harry to shut up. The mic picking him up.
You hear what he said though?
Yeah. Does he hear what he's saying though?
He said, "Where your mom at?"
I'm dead. This guy.
Oh snap! That's funny.
I'm wilding. Or he did something wrong because Dalvin Cope is it's like a tight end for he's on the Bucks. He didn't answer the question right.
Wait. I'm so confused now. Then.
Yeah, whatever.
Hang on.
And let's see. So it was a pipe dream, but you wanted Joe Alt? No, that wasn't you, was it?
Yeah, that was me.
That's who
I
you
definitely wanted Joe Alt. I mean, Joe Alt, look at his size, bro. No, look at it. Look how big, bro. It's like you can't go wrong with picking someone like that that's got athletic ability. Like, bro, you know that you can do something with him.
They took him As the best left tackle, I made him a right tackle. The disrespect.
Yeah, and think about it. If we had him at left tackle, we could have easily kept Broderick Jones, or we could have easily moved over Dan Moore. Maybe things would have worked out different.
Well, guess
Or
you
we
got to.
probably would have done yeah, Dan Moore. Yeah, now that I
Well,
think about it.
well, if you want better players, you got to suck more. All right, and when they suck more, you get mad.
Yeah, so it's like a conundrum, right? I want them to win it, but I want them to get good players.
What player would you have swapped out for a player that came
Brian,
after a pick?
oh Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas, he would have gave us that number 2 we needed all year.
And who did y'all take?
Last year we had no number 2 receiver. Like we had the 1 and we had the slot, but we didn't have the number 2. Van Jefferson was not a great number 2. He was below average at best.
Who did y'all take in the first round?
We went right tackle. We went Troy Fautanu.
And you wanted the receiver.
And he got
So he got hurt. So you wanted the receiver over the tackle.
100%, because we had already drafted right tackle the year before. We drafted left tackle and moved him to right tackle the year before, and we already had the left tackle's position filled. And we had right guard, and we got left guard, and we drafted center. We had the pieces there. We just went,
This guy.
you know.
That's such
and
a
it's sad because after didn't play,
Mm-hmm.
but he played. He was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That game against Denver, he played very solid, but he got hurt. So the best ability is availability.
Just like a Madden player to go out and to want the shiny new weapon over the tackle.
No, Pat, I will always say you need offensive line. We do. But you don't need them if they're hurt. We could have had Brian Thomas with George Pickens and Calvin Austin in the slot with Pat Fryermuth and Darnell Washington at tight end. And then you got 2-headed weapons at running back. And you had a veteran quarterback. Come on now. We could have did better. Because the guy we picked got hurt and we played the whole year without him and we did decent. So we probably could have did better with more weapons. Because that's what Russ was lacking. His second best receiver was a slot receiver. It's not supposed to be like that. Unless you just have a superstar slot receiver like St. Brown or something. But, like, come on.
Makes sense.
Like, they said a failure almost.
All right. Well,
who knows?
Well, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Jumpin' Johns. I don't know if you ever need a breakaway suit. Mark, need a breakaway suit?
I mean, you asked this before. Yeah, I need one.
It's not about before, it's about today. All right, you never know when you need to have a party and or jump out and do the Macarena with your girlfriend, baby. You never know. All right, get you a breakaway suit. Be ready for the prom, the wedding, and the beach party. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying. All right, so
You know what I'm saying?
so head on down over to type in your keyboard. Go ahead, head on over to Jumpin' Johns, get you a breakaway suit. All right, you like plaid for them old school players, you know what I'm talking about? The one who they be like Mr. George. Feeling young, go ahead and get you a nice straight down blue suit. Get you a nice smooth silk breakaway suit. Breakaway, make you feel good. All right, but we're going to do something special for y'all, all right? You don't just head on over to Jumpin' Johns and not get a discount. Why would I send you there without a discount? All right, we're here for you. 21 Skunk Podcast, we are here for you. All right, head on over there and give them our discount code for 21% off. That's right, baby. I said 21% off. And that code is FAKAD. Again, that is discount code for 21% off. FAKAD. Let them know that 21 Skunk Podcast sent you. Now we got that out the way.
Nah, you hear Harry snapping still?
No, I don't. He over there.
Okay, good.
He probably yelling at his shadow or something.
Nah, he yelling at someone on the game.
Bro, you're not even good, bro. Put
That's
your
exactly
player
what he said.
in, bro. I believe it. It. This guy.
He said you sound where your mama.
Well, that's one of the mad behind kids. I picked up Kanye. I picked up Kanye's headset one day, and this little white kid goes, "Yeah, keep it up, man." When kids who don't know how to talk trash just be racist, it's not funny. Like in his head, he thought it was funny, and I get it. He's a kid, so it's not for me to be like, "Hey, you little B word, watch your little mouth." If I slap you, it's not for me to say to a little kid. All right, so I just politely told him, "Hey, yo, watch your mouth. You can say what you want to say, but watch your mouth." All right, because he goes, "Hey man, keep it up. I'm gonna get Donald Trump to build a fence around Canada," and it's hilarious. Now it's years later that he might try it. But I'm like,
When
"Hey man."
games get toxic, they get
Nah, so
toxic.
I picked up a headset, put a headset on, and the kid goes, "What?" No, no, no. So after I said, "Hey man, Donald Trump ain't gonna do nothing, bruh. He ain't about to make nobody do anything with no fences, bruh. The only fence he need is something to put on his teeth. I think those are called braces, Playboy. Get him some." And he paused for a minute. He can't tell my voice, some I sound black, but sometimes a lot more I sound white. Just depends on how you hear me. I just use slang. That throw it all off.
He's like a flow to
Hey, you know what it
black
is.
man.
Yeah, so he goes, "Nigger." I'm like, "Oh yeah?" Yeah. And then I snapped on him. Told him to watch his mouth. I don't know what he did, but he ain't say it again. What I'm gonna do to a kid? Nothing.
Uh,
But hey, what it is, Playboy. You know what I'm saying?
now, Pat, I
Mhm.
know this is random. I'll bring it up on here though.
Nah.
I saw a look the 2020 NFL draft redraft, and they had the top 10 redraft. They showed the actual top 10. And 2020, I did not know was that loaded. I did not know.
2020.
Yeah, it was some good players
That
there.
was Jamar Chase here, right?
Now that was Joe Burrow's year.
Who was in it?
Let me just name the top 3 in the redraft. They said the Bengals take Joe Burrow again,
Of course.
and then they said at 2, the Commanders take Justin Herbert instead of Chase Young, and then at number 3, instead of Jeff Okuda, the Lions take Justin Jefferson. Then they got the Giants taking Jalen Hurts, the Dolphins taking Jordan Love, Chargers taking Tua. 7, they got the Panthers taking CeeDee Lamb. 8, the Cardinals taking Tristan Wirfs. And then 9, the Jaguars taking Andrew Thomas. And then 10, T. Higgins to the Browns. That's a pretty good top 10. That's pretty good.
So T. Higgins is a first rounder now.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's like, dang.
Of course. That makes sense.
I might agree. Someone in the I remember I screenshotted this comment too. The first person says, "I'm taking Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert."
Nobody. I guess Chase Young ain't being drafted. If that's the case.
I mean, Chase Young would get. He was decent. He was just always his potential kid. Like he reach his potential because he's not trash, but he's also like, bro, you supposed to be way better than what you is.
Derek Brown, Andrew Thomas, Isaiah Simmons.
Dang, I forgot about Isaiah Simmons.
Henry Ruggs. Of course, hindsight 2020. You might get him a mentor, then not draft him. Jerry Judy's year.
How about it? Or they drafted him and said, "Don't drive."
Yeah, that was the year of the receivers. Then, that was the year of the receivers. Then CeeDee Lamb went.
Look at that. Dang, that's crazy.
Justin Jefferson.
Derek.
If I had to guess,
Jalen Reed.
That was Justin Jefferson year. So he's not. I don't know where he went in your redraft, but he would have been at the top.
He went number 3.
That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, because you take the quarterback first. I agree. Take the quarterback before receiver any day.
Brandon Ayuk went in the first round.
Dang.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, he's pretty easy.
Jordan Love went as well. And yeah. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I'm sure they regret that one.
Yeah, because he's not even on the team anymore, is he?
We know. They had to bring back Kareem Hunt.
That shows a lot right there. They should have never released him in the first place.
They want to jump to the gun. He shouldn't have did what he did, but I mean, it wasn't even I don't even know if it's domestic abuse if they don't know each other. I don't think that's how law works, but that's just my guesstimate. That's the Pat fact.
Assault.
That's my Pat fact.
But if that's the case, though, bro, they was just gonna re-sign him. What's the point of cutting him in the first place? You drafted him in the first round,
and he went to the Browns, backed up Nick Chubb, in a two-headed backfield
They
and
good
came
there too.
and
They
came
good.
back. Yeah, I mean, they were alright. I mean, it's not like they did. He didn't achieve much. And what was wild is the evolution of the offense was definitely different and was felt after Kareem Hunt was left because they had to go they had to go draft one in the first round because like Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes, but like regardless, he still needed help at the running back position.
I'm about to say you need every quarterback needs a solid run game. That's one thing Brady. I mean, not always, but 9 times out of 10, the Patriots was bringing a good run game. Whether it was an extension of Brady's famous swing pass, or
The extension other than Stephen Ridley year, or more recent. Well, no. Yeah, that time it was Stephen Ridley, but the extension was typically of the passing back and the short option routes that they run was a substitute for the run game because they just wasn't hitting on all cylinders with it.
Deion Lewis.
Deion Lewis was
or
nice.
either-
Oh, Deion Lewis was
I
nice.
remember what was that year? Blunt had like 19 or 18 rushing touchdowns for y'all.
You would have it too if you only had the ball at the 1 yard line.
No. I'm not saying that like he was the reason, but I'm saying like, dang, that's a lot of touchdowns, Pat.
Somebody
That's a lot of touchdowns to put up.
Somebody had to get him.
That's consistent, bro. That means you give me this ball at the 1 yard line, I'm gonna get it in every time. Come on,
man. I don't.
That's pretty good.
I don't want to diminish what he did, but he made it do what it do. You know what I mean? He shook some. All right, so. All right, for my team, for my worst rookie of the years, I mean, I could have picked Javon Baker, but I'm not going to do it. All right, I'm going after Jalen Pope. He actually played right. He even had the chance to get the game-winning touchdown, but it's Jalen Pope. Why Jalen Pope was the worst rookie? Attitude. Again, you could say Javon Baker had a worse attitude, but he didn't get on the field. You can't drop balls and be like, "Got the best hand in the league, coach." I am him. I catch everything. I am him, baby. All 5 fingers, baby. I can do it one hand or 2.
Fumbles.
You can't. Hey, don't. I hate that you have. I hate when you have an ego and you're not doing nothing, bro. Chill out, man. So he was the worst rookie to me. The best rookie, I mean, come on, hands down, was Drake May. I mean, Pro Bowl year. I mean, we're not accustomed of sending a rookie to the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's only 2 in the last 10 years. I did that with Mac Jones, didn't you? That's Mac Jones to the Pro Bowl. That's neither here nor there. All right, and then for my favorite rookie, obviously, was Drake May. I was beating the drum, but I could have fell in love with Jaden Daniels. Not gonna lie, but the difference between Jaden Daniels and Drake May is you could argue that Jaden Daniels has already reached his ceiling, and Drake Mays can still grow. But that's not a knock on Daniels because if he learns the game, there's a lot more to learn to the game. He can always become more dangerous with what he knows. But those harsh
year
winners,
2 is that real is your best, is your most important year.
Matter of fact,
I feel like
I haven't figured out where Jency's gonna go, but he could be a Redskin if he fought. I don't say Redskin.
A lot of people.
He's a
I
Commander.
saw Washington. I saw that. I saw Commanders. They said the Commanders will have to trade up. They talking about Dallas might get them too.
They need a running back, but I'm hell bent on if Shador falls that far, which I don't think he will, but if he does, I think they're taking him. The 49ers are going to take him. The Rams are talking. Anybody with an old quarterback or a quarterback who keeps getting hurt and ain't doing it this thing, why play Purdy when you can get Shador for like a year and let him sit for a year, learn the offense. I mean,
Shador went to San Fran and they stay healthy. He'd do pretty good because San Fran, Kyle Shanahan is the QB whisperer. Whoever Kyle Shanahan is coaching, he's gonna get you the best out of a quarterback.
All right, so my rookie to regress is Marcellus Dial. He was our only defensive pick that year of last year. Well, last year.
What position he plays?
He's a corner.
So you think he's gonna regress?
Well, there's too many players over him right now, and he wasn't that hot last year. As I wouldn't say he was that hot. Let me check his stats, but he didn't play. He played him a few games, but he didn't start, as far as I know. But then we lost a few corners. We have Alex Austin and Isaiah Bolden. I still got high hopes on. So and they're still on the team. They've been through Bill Belichick. They've been through Gerard Mayo. They're probably whether they stay here or not because Vrabel has no allegiance to them, but I like them. and they can both play. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see if they stick around. And then we have. I mean, he was traded. I mean, he was drafted last year, so he's gonna have a chance this offseason to make it. So Marcel is down because of the depth in front of you. I think gonna regress only because you're not gonna have your playing time, not because of play. All right, and then second year jump. I mean, how much more jumping does this guy got to do? But it's easy to say Drake May, but I'm gonna say Demario Douglas because the slot receiver.
Why you ain't say K-Sean?
No, because the slot receiver in a Josh McDaniels offense is a different kind of animal, baby. And Demario Douglas have been beating on the drum of like not really clicking with Bill O'Brien. Not so much not clicking, but it wasn't enough, and it was him. And I think he got a couple of cousins that year, but he did. So he had first year. He was in Bill O'Brien's for the first year as a rookie. Second year, he had Jerron Mayo. This is the third year, and then we have an offensive coordinator who actually knows what he's doing. Not a knock against Van Pelt. I like him. I think Van Pelt's problem is he does listen like everybody really does. They just say they don't. Is whenever the media gets outlandish or they have a problem, he will when they started beating the drum for like the option for Drake May, all of a sudden option plays just like here you go, you want it, there it is. I think he lacks as a game planner, in my opinion. Or to be fair, it's not all on him. It's never gonna all be on him. It's the head coach who's back and forth on the things he say. The offensive line trash. All these receivers you got doesn't matter because you don't have a line. Drake May hitting the ground. You want a great way to ruin a quarterback? Let him keep getting hit. That's why I'm so hell bent on Will Campbell's the guy at left tackle. Even if he's not a tackle, he's still better than what we have, and he's the best in the draft.
I get it. I'll never disrespect it ever.
So my favorite draft pick from last year was Jaden Daniels. Even though I was hell bent on Drake May because of the system we were bringing in. And then defensively, I just threw a player and it didn't really matter. So that doesn't really matter. And the player I actually wanted, even though my favorite was Jaden Daniels, was Drake May. And then the player I would swap out for another player in a draft position I believe I picked Devontae Walker, the wide receiver that the Ravens took. Played with Drake May in Carolina. He would have been, and who I would have swapped out would have been Javon Baker. Tall, fast receiver, and he has chemistry with their quarterback.
Fact. I mean, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to replicate the chemistry they had in college.
It's kind of hard to say they have a lot of chemistry in college, but I think he's 6'3", ran like a 4'3", so who doesn't like that? And you have chemistry with him.
Right there, you got me sold right there off that.
Knowing you, I believe it. He was a Steeler boy.
For real, speed kills, man.
Yeah, no, ask Henry Ruggs. He did it more than just on the field.
Well, not like that, Pat. No, not like that. He was going too fast.
Yeah, no. Ask Henry Ruggs. He did it on the field and off the field.
Too bad he played for the Raiders in the Raiders. And you know his numbers, I thought he was actually going to be pretty good with the Raiders, but the Raiders did what I expected them to do and just ruin somebody else's career and move to Las Vegas.
Imagine being put in the same bust category. Can you really say he's a bust? I don't think you can. But imagine being put in the bust category with Jamarcus Russell.
Dang.
That's
pretty bad.
I mean, all the talent in the world. But it's two different situations. One was on the field and one was a lack of work effort.
It's funny you said Jamarcus Russell. You know, Jamarcus Russell was pretty bad, but you know who was worse? Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was pretty bad. And I don't know how he keeps getting another chance.
He should have sat.
Because I saw something about it where he showed that up. Huh?
He should have sat. They rushed him out too fast.
You said they rushed him out too fast. I mean, of course, yes, New York. They always, bro. I am going to say this now forever as long as I watch football. There are 3 teams that no matter what we do, they will always find ways to lose, and they will always just do make decisions that you're wondering, do they just want to keep losing?
Mm-hmm.
The Jets, the Bears, and sometimes the Cardinals. I'm iffy on the Cardinals because the Cardinals actually know how to put together success when they get the chance. But usually they're one of those teams who just makes awful decisions all the time.
I still want to know what the hell you was gonna give up to get up to the top of the draft to get Carter or Hunter, because you and Carlos are hell bent on saying you don't have a time
They
machine.
can trade up. They can trade their next draft picks, Pat.
What
They
draft?
can easily say, "Here, bro, we'll give y'all 2 first right now if you let us move up to number 2.
You think going so?
Get our number 5 pick and our next year pick."
You think that's enough?
I mean, it might be. Think of it like this: if I'm an NFL GM and I see Jacksonville offering me a top 5 pick, and I can also get another possible top 5 to 10 pick, hell yeah, sign me up.
You're gonna have to give up your first, your second or third, next year first and third.
Maybe. But I'm saying, because we've seen people give up some top 5 picks are actually really
now,
hard to achieve.
If Jacksonville was jumping up for a quarterback, makes sense. Makes sense. You're gonna jump up for Hunter or Carter? Stop it.
I mean, they paid their quarterback now. They have the quarterback position paid. They can, and I saw something about them trying to shop away. What's his name? Trayvon Walker. I don't know if you've seen that or not. They're actually shopping him.
Would have been a great idea to have a Jags fan on the ass, right? Am I right?
You a clown, bro. Why would you say that?
Oh, man. So...
Yeah, it would be perfect.
And you would be okay with jumping up for Carter or Hunter and giving up draft capital? Okay, then. So why are we even making an argument?
I wouldn't do it. But I'm saying, if that's what he wants, if that's what he thinks they could do, then that's his opinion. All I'm saying is it could happen.
It was not realistic.
It could happen.
It wasn't realistic.
I mean, I wouldn't do it personally because, I mean, if I'm drafting top 5 and I'm the Jaguars, I'm going to try to give Trevor Lawrence another weapon or build on the offensive line or defense.
Again, the problem I had with his decision was it's okay to say Hunter. It's okay to say Carter. You weren't getting Hunter or Carter. That was dead. That wasn't happening at pick 5. Now, as a Patriots fan, I'm hell bent on getting Will Campbell. Okay, let's say if Hunter or Carter falls, I'm still taking Will Campbell, and one of them falls to him. You still only have the option of one, so you're not even really being realistic. That's why.
You're not gonna get both. You're not getting both. No.
Mason Graham and Hunter makes sense. Carter, Mason Graham makes sense. Now, I think we'll take Campbell's our best option at taking, and no, my fault. Carter's our best at taking it at drafting, but I do like Hunter. You don't have the option at both of them. That's not happening. So that's dead. And why would the Giants, who now have a quarterback, not take Hunter? They need to sell jerseys. They already have the player on offense. Get your corner. They need corner help.
They need a lot of help. That New York it's a New York team. They need help.
Hunter can play both ways.
They tried to say that the Giants are still linked to Shadir because Dion keeps saying, I like the Giants. I like, who else did he say? The Saints, the Titans, I want to say. It was another team that Dion said, okay, the son to go to, and they keep linking them to the Giants.
I don't think the Titans are trading down. I don't think the Giants are trading down.
Nah.
Cleveland could trade down because I think they're just trying to get they're trying to get all the energy up out of Watson as they can. Again, don't know why they're playing around. Just get him some massages, bruh. Why we acting like it's illegal to get massages now, bruh? Let that man get a happy ending, bruh.
All that money they invested in him, they got to do something.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. It's wild what I could care less what Watson did, unless he forced them to do anything, which I'm pretty sure he's the client. I don't think he forced them to do anything. But why the hell when you just hire your own personal masseuse, bro? Am I missing that?
I'm about to say, just find you a masseuse who wants you.
Hire your own personal team. Slap an NDA on them and keep it moving. Like, what are we? Come on, bruh. Some people just like being creepy.
Yeah, why they do that? They probably get a thrill.
Hey, man, it is what it is, playboy. In my mock draft that I sent to you earlier, I can't pull it up because my phone. I don't. Unfortunately, I didn't save it. I didn't pull it up over here. So in my mock